Hey guys, Riothouse here, and welcome back to our Dwarf Fortress Let's Play series. Today what I would like to do is give a little shout out to all of the brand new subscribers that have recently joined us. For those of you at my channel who don't already know, I'm doing a collaborative series with DOS, Damo, and Pew Pew Choo Choo, and we're working on it as we speak. What we're going to be doing is handing off this collaborative series to the next player every 1 year in the Dwarf Fortress. So I believe I might be the fourth in line to receive the fortress, and as far as I know, Damo and Das both do not have much experience with Dwarf Fortress. So, but Pew Pew though is pretty experienced, so he knows what he's doing. So it's going to be entertaining nevertheless. But whatever state we get the fortress handed to us in is where we're going to pick up from, and then I'll hand it off to the next guy in line after that, and it'll keep going until the fortress eventually falls. I'll go ahead and once we put the episode up here on this channel, I'll put all the links down below so that you guys can go ahead and check out their channels as well. They're all a bunch of really good guys, so lots of fun. Okay. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to be placing some cage traps. I wanted to show you guys, well, let's see if we can find it first. Let's go deep underground here. You can see I'm doing some branch mining here. Kind of reminds you of Minecraft, doesn't it? Yeah, see, got all the branch mining tunnels, strip mining down below. So we're looking for silver veins here. And then let's go up. Let's follow our shaft all the way up here. And we're looking for... Oh, no. We want to go all the way down, sorry. Wow. Okay, what I found down here was... This is extra storage right here, as you can see. But what I found... Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Alright, what I've found is this very tall hole underground. And it is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 stories tall. This hole is very tall. And what I want to do is an execution chamber, basically, to drop goblins and other foul creatures off for our viewing pleasure. So, kind of sadistic. I like it, though. And if we wanted, we could probably even tunnel it down even further to make it even better. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we tunnel it down even further? Maybe get it to 25 depth? That'd be pretty awesome. But what we're going to be doing is actually storing caged enemies up here. So we'll actually place their cages here, and then we'll pick and choose which one we want to drop. And then also on this side is where we're going to have the arena. So I haven't come up with a design just yet, but we'll have an arena design, and there we can pit different types of monsters that we catch with our cage traps against each other. Okay? And then we're also going to have basically an archery target practice for enemy monsters that we catch. We can release them in here, and then we can shoot at them with impunity for our mark dwarves to have some fun. Okay? So plenty of ideas here for this floor right here. Okay? That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to starting that. So the miner's going to be digging out. But first, if we want to actually make that happen, we need to place some cage traps strategically around the fortress, and the more the better. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Now, I have to leave a 3 by 3 open gap for the wagons, but if we place one here, one here, and we'll place these cage traps along the side like so, and this will undoubtedly catch a few goblins that would come in, maybe even trolls, things of that nature, right? Oh, it'd be awesome if we can catch a troll. Because you can shoot a troll up and they regenerate quite quickly, I believe. So they would make a really good arena animal. An arena monster. There we go. So we have lined up a bunch of cage traps. I can't put any in the doorway because it would block the path of the wagon. Remember, you need a clear wagon access. In order to check that, you can hit the capital D over here for depot access. And you can see there's the W, allowing your wagons access for this fortress design. Okay. Now, down to the caverns. Here we go. We need to place some more cage traps. What I want to do is open up this wing and then line up one of these tunnels with cage traps, so any kind of creature that wanted to come streaming through we can catch. Like troglodytes and other cave type creatures, maybe cave crocodiles, things of that nature. Anything that likes to consume dwarven flesh, basically. Unfortunately, we'll not catch forgotten beasts. You can see over here we have a lot of, I forget what these are called, grendels, I believe. Yeah, let's go take a look at some of these grendels. I would really like to catch some grendels, or crundles. There we go, crundles. We could go ahead and catch some of these. In fact, let me see here. How can we go about catching some of these things? I don't know how long they're going to remain there, but they might remain there for quite some time. Let's go ahead and try to catch these. I'm going to build a bridge. Let's build a bridge. Let's place a bridge right over here. Well, I guess we should mine out some of this area. Let's mine this out. Well, let me see. We could just build a thin bridge, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. We'll build a thin bridge. It will retract. Let's make sure I place it right. Let's have it raised to the west. Like so. And let's build this thing out of... Are we really out of... Oh, we never really mined a lot of granite. Let's make it out of diorite. We have more diorite in this fortress than anything else, and I think we're going to be building everything else out of diorite, unless we want it to look a different way. Okay? So we're going to build the bridge there, and then we'll go ahead, order our dwarves to mine this out, and then we can build a little path here. We'll place a floor here, floor here, floor here, throw some cage traps in this mix, and then floor here, dig, 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 floor. Alright, so that's what we'll do, and hopefully the miners will do that. I know the crundles are there. I don't know if they'll run away from the crundles, however, so we'll see. We'll see about that. If that's the case, then we might have to tunnel this way, over here, bridge over, and then open up an access over there. And then the dwarves won't run away because they won't have any line of sight. So we might have to try that too. Okay, so that should be fun. We'll have at least some crundles. What else? What else? I placed a couple cage traps over here, as you can see. Let's place some more, just in case. Let's place one here. Let's place one here. And here. Now they would have no choice but to come through this area, right? And that's the idea. If we ever open up this area, it's gonna catch monsters. All right. And I suppose we should go ahead and start stacking up some cage traps here. All right, that should be good. And then what we'll do is we'll create another lever in here for this room. So that we can go ahead and activate that bridge up and down. Alright? Alrighty then. Very good. I'm liking it. So we'll just go ahead and let the fortress run for now. And I think we should go ahead and create a new order for rock mechanisms since we used up a bunch of them. and we'll create another 20. Alright, so that should get done, and let's check on our nobles real quick, actually. The Baron, he still needs a better burial chamber. Now, I do believe we built him that chamber already. Yep, here it is. Okay, so we need to make this a tomb. Like so. And we're going to assign this tomb to Lacrosse, our Baron. And now that should solve his problem. Yep, he's all happy now. He has everything he needs to be a Baron. And then over here we need a modest office. He has a modest office, modest quarters. Okay. And this is for our Captain of the Guard. So apparently we need to expand the Captain of the Guard's room. That's easy enough. We'll just go ahead and tear this wall down, like so. And we'll build it back up again. There, once that's fully expanded, he should have a nice room to call his own. And then here, we could resize this room. But first, let's place some doors. There's a number of things you can do for when dwarves are requesting a better room. You can either A, expand the size of the room and smooth out the walls like I've done here, or B, add statues, which we've also done. Add statues and other decorative items that would add value to the room, right? So obviously we have some moving around here to do, but as you can see, it's coming together quite nicely. Alright? Alright, let's go ahead and resume. Part of me wants to just open this entire area up for training, but I'm afraid that some of the mark stores might shoot some of the other mark stores who are training. So I keep the rooms separate. One of you guys were asking, why don't you just combine the two rooms into one room? So that's pretty much the reason why. So nobody gets shot. I don't know if somebody would get shot, but I don't want to risk it. And Donnie Lee Roth, our broker, has given birth to a girl. Congratulations, Donnie Lee Roth. Good job, bucko. Very good. And you can see over here we have some ammunition already starting to pile up here. That's good. None there. Any over here? Not yet. But we are starting to get some ammunition at the fortress and our towers. That's good. I have plenty of meat. We need lots of plants, though. I think I have our kitchens on brewing 24/7 right now. That's the butcher shop. There's a still. Are you brewing? Yeah, brew, drink on repeat, as you can see. And who is brewing up all of our good mead here, our drink? Chrysokopoulos is doing it. Good job, bucko. Good job. We have so many objects to place, guys. So many. And some of these tables are going to be multicolored. I hope that doesn't bother anybody, but it probably will. They're like, yo, your tables are different colors. It's stylish. That's all I have to say. In fact, we need to make more tables now. And who's this? Saxman. Saxman's resting in... He's resting in the hospital. That's great. Well, if you gotta find a bed, you know? Gotta sleep, you gotta sleep. Let's make some beds. No, let's make some tables. Rock table. Let's make 10 tables and then rock throne. We'll make 10 more thrones. And that should be pretty good for us, okay? And then here, I think we need to assign food. Let's enable food. And let's also enable food here. I was going to separate it into brew and food, but whatever, that'll work just fine. All the dwarves setting up the dining hall. As you can see, it's looking nice. It's getting together. This is such an empty area, really. In fact, if we go ahead and set up a zone here, let's do that right now. Let's set up a zone, and we'll call this a meeting spot, okay? A meeting area. So there we go. So now we have a brand new meeting area for all of our dwarves. They can come down here and relax and chill out. There will be a little bit of food down here as well for them to eat, so, and drink as well. We could probably move all the stores from up here down there, or have this one draw resources from down below. God, we have a lot of wood. This is great. Let's go ahead and check on our miners real quick. See all the dwarves training down here. What happened here? Gustav has given birth to a girl. Congratulations, Gustav. Good job. Good job. Lots of dwarves here in this fortress. 178 population. Quite large. Now for the collaborative series, we're just going to have 150 dwarves. I don't know if the guys are going to be naming the dwarves. If they do, awesome. If they don't, maybe by the time they get to my portion of the collaborative series, I'll go ahead and name people. Alright? So keep that in mind. I'll probably go ahead and ask for dwarven names in the first episode that I do. But it should be a lot of fun. Alright. Lots of good stuff. We do want to go ahead and... Ooh. Might as well get that Galena right there. Down we go. Now this is another cavern area that we need to explore. There might be other types of creatures in here. So we'll probably set up another base of operations right here. And I was mining that out just for extra stone. Gabbro is our only real populous magma resistant material, so whenever we need to harvest Gabbro, we can just come to this layer here. Alrighty then. So deep. They haven't started mining that just yet. Oh no, not a dragon! Oh no! Alright guys, we have a dragon. The dragon Thabost Shake the Vush Doranzaril has come, a gigantic reptilian creature. It is magical and can breathe fire. These monsters can live for thousands of years. Thousands of years. And he's now arrived at our fortress. You can see here, he's down at the bottom over here. And he can fly, which means he has access to our fortress. Which means we need to place... walls to wall off. I did not think we'd get a flying creature coming to attack our fortress of all things. Alright guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the Let's Play here. In the next episode, we're going to pick things off and confront this vicious dragon. I need to get all the military upstairs immediately so that we can defend ourselves. Oh, this is going to be epic. An epic battle. I wonder who's going to kill it. Or if we can kill it, I don't know. Alright guys, I'm Riothouse. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hold on. Before we go, I want to show you guys the stats of this thing. The description. A gigantic reptilian creature. It is magical and can breathe fire. These monsters can live for thousands of years. She is gigantic. Her scales are green and her eyes are black. It's a giant green dragon. So, lots of fun. Alright, see you guys later.